Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live. It was 2:22 on the time when I started, like 2:22 when I started the live initially, and I ended up having to like put it off to restart because the connection wasn't good. So I just need to set something quickly. Yes. Subscribers only. Alright. So this is going to be a look into our past lives. And this is the first time I am doing a past life reading live. So this should be exciting. Hello Starflame. Hi sis. Hello. Hi sorry. Shebish. I'm sorry. Hello, hi guys. Yes, new cards, and I'm very excited for this specifically because it's a past lives oracle card, and it's very very detailed, and it's very like. So I'm very excited about this. And hi Loretta. Oh, Shebie. Hello. Hi ladies. So I don't know how this is going to play out as usual, but all I know is that we're going to be doing a look into the past life. We're going to be doing a past life reading, and today I just want us to like look at some of the lives that we've lived because, well, it helps with many other things, and also because I'm still getting used to the cards, so it's going to help me to get more familiar with it, and for you guys to also get to understand it if you haven't encountered these cards before. I hope the sound is okay. I'm on the store. I'm working late today because I just can't sleep, so I decided to just plunge myself into work. All right. So, what we want to know mainly, or what I'm hoping to find out mainly right now with this reading or with this live, is to get insight on our past lives. And if you see, I put lives with an S because we don't have just one past life. And for some, you had many more past lives, right? So I'm excited to see what comes through. What do we need to know, spirits, for the collective that I'm channeling for? Okay. So another thing is to please listen with discernment. This is a general reading, and as a past life reading on live, it could pick up from whoever's energy is being tapped into or whoever is going to pick up on this later. So this is not a personal reading. If you want something specific, you would need a personal reading. So again, take only what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right. Okay, so okay. So for these cards right now, I'm getting for somebody, first of all, with the infantry. Somebody that was in some kind of like military, some kind of like navy. We have infantry here. This has to do with the military, Air Force, Navy, and the past energy, right? And I'm getting with this also older man. So this is an energy of somebody in the past that was an older man. We have military and then infantry, and then we have the discrimination and the childhood trauma, and we have philosopher. So these are giving me two separate energies. At the top here, we have an energy of somebody that was in the military, specifically maybe Air Force or Navy. And then down here, we have this energy of a philosopher, somebody that was an intellectual. And in this philosopher's energy or in this intellectual's energy with the social discrimination, it's like this is somebody that went through some kind of discrimination. And I feel like this discrimination may have happened as a result of who they are with this philosopher energy and being an intellectual, right? Because when you look on this also, this she looks, I don't know, somehow she looks like she could be an intellectual. And with the childhood trauma, this is giving me the energy of somebody that suffered childhood trauma as a result of this discrimination. So this is somebody who in the past life was very, very well learned, specifically an intellectual, but then suffered some kind of trauma because of this, because of who they are, because of the fact that maybe people were discriminating towards this person, right? And then again, when you look at what the trauma is, we have oppression. So this childhood trauma is oppression. So this particular set is dealing with somebody or speaking to somebody that dealt with childhood trauma from the past because they were an intellectual, some kind of philosopher or scientist, but basically an intellectual. And I feel like in this lifetime, or I'll look into that later. And I feel like in this lifetime, this could translate itself, this trauma could translate itself as being socially awkward or like being some kind of an introvert, right? So I'm getting also somebody that's like, I'm getting somebody that's actually like an introvert in this lifetime, right? And it's like, this is as a result of this childhood trauma of being discriminated against because of who you are. So this might be somebody that is like very well learned, likes to read, likes to know things, likes to get into things, likes to read about things or research things. However, when it comes to the social circle, this might also be in a way where you are overly social, where it's like you might be somebody that likes to go out a lot, likes to be out a lot. And this could be as a result of this rejection from when you were in this past lifetime where you were an intellectual. Another thing I'm getting also is how this could be a reverse as a karma that needs to be released by you coming into this lifetime as the opposite. Sorry. Whereas you were an intellectual in the past life, in this lifetime you might be some kind of like a socialite. So whereas you were a philosopher in the past life, you are kind of like a socialite in this lifetime, right? I'm getting a connection with this infantry and air force. For some, this Air Force energy is going to be the energy of somebody that you were with. Because with this card of identity, this is giving older man. Right? This is giving older man. And the location, we're getting two locations. For somebody, the location will be somewhere in Russia. And then also, with the love, I'm getting love, a spinster. So, with this infantry and military, it's like now this set is coming together. Whoever this is a past life or past life energy coming through for somebody that was either married to a military person or was with somebody in the military, somebody from the military, right? And with this love situation and spinster, this is somebody that may have like gone away. So like they might go away to like, I don't know, to war or to, when they go to the Navy or, the infantry, Air Force, when they go away, right? And then as they go away, this spinster energy is activated where maybe as they are away, they are kind of like spinning around, I guess spinning from one woman to the other, or I don't know, something of the sort. Again, we have Russia back out. We have Russia in the location again. So I'm speaking to somebody who has had a past life in Russia, right? And another thing that was coming out also was the sexual energy. And in this one, we have celibate or asexual, right? So again, with this energy of this partner being in the military or having to go away multiple times, this could have been the reason why you may have been celibate or asexual in this lifetime, or in the past lifetime. Whew. Guys, I don't know, you're going to have to pardon me because like I'm still getting used to these cards, but I'm enjoying myself with them too, regardless. There's something to do with this, the demise of this person, but I feel like I want to go a bit deeper. I want to know more about the spouse. I want to know more about the spouse and the love life, or the relationship, the spouse. We have ascetic, hermit, Buddhist ascetic, mystic. Gestation period, childhood, fertility, children, infertility. With infertility and children, and again, celibate already came out and sexual already came out. So this is giving me the energy of whoever this partner was, you may have not had children with this person. Again, with the celibate and infertility, this could have been as a result of the fact that this person was always away, right? And we have wealth, inheritance, acquisition, gambling, speculation, mindset. This person's energy, whoever this person was in your past life that you were with, there's something to do with wealth. So maybe this person goes away, comes back, and just blows all they earn or all they have, and then it's like a repeated cycle, right? Because we have other here. This has to do with brainwashing, but then it's political, religious, and social. So there's something to do again with being very different from the society that you were in, or being very like separate from societal norms. And this may have well been one of the reasons why there's such a big dent between the two of you, or between you and this past person. We have the card of the adventurer, explorer, pioneer, crusader. So whoever this partner was in this lifetime, it's very clear how different the energies are. It's very clear how different the energies are. So it's like, even, yes, we have arranged marriage. Under love, we have arranged marriage. And I was trying to say, this is what I was trying to figure out, like the character, the two energies, they feel very different. So I was wondering how this came about. And this makes perfect sense with the arranged marriage. So this could have been somebody that you may have been arranged for, or you guys were arranged to marry, and this person was seen as a hero because maybe he was in the army or he was in the navy. And I don't know who Russia was fighting at what point in time, but with this navy and then the going in and out, this makes a lot of sense. This is a union that came together by other people's hand. Because whoever you are, can I get more on this person's energy also? Can I get more on this person's energy? I'm catching something. CK is saying, I know I died of a broken heart while pregnant. Well, yeah, that's gonna make sense because it says here death, miscarried or died of birth at birth. So there's a death energy here for somebody where there was a miscarriage, involved. For somebody, you were a teacher, some kind of instructor. Whose energy is this spirit? Saintly, this is your energy. This is your energy. This is your energy. So whoever you were, you may have been a teacher. You were a teacher of some kind. So you weren't just a philanthropist or somebody that was well learned, like an intellectual. You weren't just an intellectual. You were also a teacher. This would explain, I guess, why you were such an intellectual in that time, because that was a period where I guess you could say a lot of women weren't very well learned or like just like intellectuals like that. So this explains it. You weren't just a philanthropist or just an intellectual for fun. You were also a teacher. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing lonely life, lonely life, lonely life. What else do we need to know about this past life energy? Two. I feel like I'm going to flip these two because they were trying to flip before. Okay, so we have volcano, fire, disaster, law master, and the law. Whose energy is this? Whose energy is this? This is my blank card. This is my blank card. This is a card that I used to, this basically symbolizes a lock. A lock. And I associate it with the, like the Akashic records. Me personally, I'm an Akashic key bearer, and I'm able to tap into divine memory, right? But with this block, it's like when I do a reading and there's things that are being pulled from the Akashic records that others shouldn't know or shouldn't be general information. This is the lock that comes out. And I'm a bit surprised this is coming out because we have the law. So for the law to come out and for a lock to come out, this is giving me a higher law because we have explosion. And this is kind of like giving me the explanation of how this partner died or how this partner left the scene. So whoever this partner, past life partner is that was in the military, they may have died through some kind of explosion. Basically, one day they left and they didn't come back. Okay, we have the ice disaster and extraterrestrial. Guilty conscience for Tron. All right, let's look into this. Is this a new energy or are we picking up on the same energy, Spirit? Okay, new energy. All right, so I feel like that's it. With the first energy we just spoke about, it's almost as if it's like there's a need to clarify. So for somebody, you died in this lifetime not knowing what happened to your partner. Maybe all you know is something about an explosion. And with the way there was a lock, the Akashic lock, whilst I was asking about this, and the law came out, whoever you are in this past lifetime, you lost whoever this your partner was in the military through something that was decided by the law. I'm getting like maybe they may have sent them to do something that was signed off by the government, and this is what caused the explosion. There was some kind of fire disaster out of something that was, I think, ordered or approved by government or by law for them to do. And this is another thing. You know, when you have people in the military, you have to just pray for them because a lot of these precious men are sent in to do things that really don't benefit anybody in any way, putting their lives on the line. And so many don't come back, but the real reason why they didn't come back is not shared. It's a lot of lies that are told. And this is what I'm getting in this energy, basically. This is what I'm getting in this energy. All right, let's move on to the next one. In this lifetime, we're looking at somebody that is an extraterrestrial. So this is extraterrestrial, right? Off-worlder, early earth dweller, and we have ice age. So this is very, very way back. This particular energy that's coming through is very way back, right? So what are we looking at? Who is this extraterrestrial? Or how is this extraterrestrial coming through in this energy or coming through in this reading? Who are we reading for right now? Whose message is this? I just heard hidden truths. Hidden truths. So, okay, I don't know, but this is, okay, not strange, right? So with this extraterrestrial energy and ice age, right? We have poverty, lower class. I'm getting this particular energy, this particular lifetime energy is speaking to somebody that is an extraterrestrial. And I'm getting starseed, but basically higher being of light being from out of this world. However, you came into this energy as a lower class. It's almost as if this is somebody that came into this earthly plane to basically experience, you put yourself up to experience the lowest of lows. This energy is speaking of somebody that came into this earth plane to experience the lowest of lows. It's like you came into this earth plane with the intention of coming to experience life beyond what you understood it to be. And I feel like there's something about needing a feeling or having a feeling. What's this about, spirit? Ah. So behind this, we have earth disaster, right? And we have sexual minority. Sexual minority. Sexual minority may have come up as some kind of, I don't know, somebody. So first of all, as an extraterrestrial, you may have identified as an androgynous being, right? As an extraterrestrial, you may have identified as an androgynous being because a lot of extraterrestrials do not really, they don't gender place themselves. And the very early age extraterrestrials consider themselves as what? As androgynous. You understand? And again, with this energy of coming into this lifetime to experience life at a very low point, it's almost like there was this need for a feeling, and we have earth disaster. So this may have happened after a period of an earth disaster. And you know, this makes a lot of sense, right? Because anytime there's an earth disaster, we have light beings who come in to come and see the light on the earth to help to heal the planet, right? And again, depends on what kind of earth disaster, but this earth disaster is giving me something like something that was basically not caused by nature. It's almost like natural causes but not caused by nature. This wasn't like a fluid of nature where it's like I'm going crazy on, no. This was like some kind of like natural disaster that may have been very catastrophic, right? And as this extraterrestrial, this could have been even some kind of visitation where this visitation was done purposely to this lower class family or lower class person. You understand? But again, with the extraterrestrial, take it how it resonates. This coming in the lower class again was for a purpose, and also coming as a sexual minority, that would be a woman. Wow. So I don't even know what kind of this thing I'm having today, but today has been very mind blowing for me, the kind of revelations I'm having through these cards. So let's see what comes up. All right, what else? We have herbalist, herbalist, faith healer, herbalist, midwife or doctor. Can I get supporting card on this herbalist energy? Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, just like I was saying, whenever there's an earth disaster, there are extraterrestrials or light beings that come in to see light on the planet, that come in to help to heal the planet. Just like how some of us light workers have come here to help humanity or to help to raise the vibration of earth. And in this case, one of the reasons why you came as somebody in the lower class was so you could be able to help. So with this herbalist, you became some kind of herbalist, but you were actually some kind of extraterrestrial. Unless in this visitation you were a herbalist and were visited by an extraterrestrial. But with the lower class and also with the sexual minority coming in, this is really giving me heavy energy of it being you. I'm speaking to somebody that basically comes from out of this space, out of this world. And one of the things that you basically, like, being a herbalist was one of the ways that you used to help humanity. You used to help to heal people, right? And this explains why you came as a lower class. There was a reason why you came as a lower class. What do we have? Ritual sacrifice. Ritual sacrifice, ritual priest. But this is giving me headhunter. Oh, why do we have this here? We go right from herbalist to ritual sacrifice. What's this? Athlete, gladiator, martial artist. Okay, all right, I get it now. So this is in a time also where these kind of things were happening, like with the ritual sacrifice and things. So in some sense, you may have reflected also as some kind of martial artist or somebody that was, like a gladiator, right? A gladiator is very strong. A gladiator fights and all those things, but not necessarily, I guess, does a gladiator fight for honor? Not exactly. But with this ritual sacrifice, I'm getting this energy of like fighting something off, something archaic, something old. How is this related to this energy? We have diplomat, peace, and rural living. On rural living, we also have peasant, which is again giving me this energy of coming onto this earth with higher energy, but basically living in the lows in order to get acquainted with the lowest of the low, because this was the main goal, to become some kind of peacemaker, to be some kind of peacemaker. So this is giving me an energy of literally like multiple timelines of multiple lifetimes of whoever this extraterrestrial was, right? So whoever this was, in these multiple lifetimes, it's like you started in the lower places because you had to become somebody that knew about all of Earth's trials, like hardships, heartbreak, poverty, hunger, death, sickness, right? You had to go through all these different cycles, all these different things in order to become this peacemaker. And I feel like also with the ritual sacrifices, you yourself may have been put through that. Like you may have been some kind of ritual sacrifice. You may have been put up as a ritual sacrifice, or you may have been sacrificed in some way, right? But it feels like it's this like, I don't know, it's supposed to, it's as if it's supposed to feel like a burden, but it doesn't feel like a burden, right? It's like knowing how powerful you are and allowing yourself to go through all these earth cycles. And I'm getting like this energy of like a lost memory. So you may have like purposely come without the knowing of like, not the knowing of who you are, but the knowing of the power that you carry, in order to allow this to like maybe like unfold by itself. But the whole aim of this, or the end goal of this, was to become this peacemaker. The whole end goal of this was to become this peacemaker. So in this energy, you might still be in this energy of still, like trying to become a peacemaker, trying to become a diplomat of some sort, trying to become like a mediator of some sort. But I'm getting out of the light and dark, mediator of the light and dark. And also when you look at this card, can you see how it's like one hand is light and one hand is dark? Peacemaker, mediator of light and dark is what I'm getting. So, wow. So for somebody, you came from you came from outer space to carry out a mission to bring peace on earth. But in order for you to carry out this mission, you had to go through life as, through the lowest of lowest. Like you went through all the very, very low stages of life, being deprived, being limited, being exiled, being sacrificed, being strong, being weak, being sick, being a healer, being a hunter, being hunted, because here we have head hunter, but we also have peasant and hunter. So being a hunter and being hunted, just so you could become this peacemaker, just so you could fulfill this grand purpose of becoming a mediator between the light and the dark. And I feel like this is a very profound responsibility. That would explain why you had to go through all this. And you know what? This actually resonates with me. Because one of the things that I say always is, like, I look at like our government and then I say like, I don't understand how these people are voted into power, because most of them have never been hungry before. They've never been poor before. They've never been homeless before. So it's like, how can you oversee a country with people that are poor when you've never been poor before? How can you understand the plea and the cries of people that are hungry, or people that are complaining about inflation, if you've never been hungry before? This is that exact same energy. Wow. And I feel like that would be a cup on this. Let's look at another past life energy. So, okay. We have loss of a loved one, unexpected disappearance, abandonment, war, death, and we have nature worship. With the abandonment and unexplained disappearance, loss of a loved one. In this energy, there's somebody where in your last lifetime, or not in your last lifetime, in a past life, you were some kind of like devoted lover or devoted wife, right? And we have nature worship, somebody that worship nature, pantheism. However, you lost your loved one. You lost this loved one that you were devoted to. And I feel like in losing this loved one that you were devoted to, you felt abandoned by the universe and nature in general, because I feel like this is the reason why nature worship is coming out with it. This is the reason why nature worship is coming out with it. It's almost like being such a devoted person to your partner and loving nature and being this nature worshiper, only for your partner to die or to lose your partner in some way, and it's almost like feeling abandoned by the universe or by nature. It's almost like how is this past life energy significant? Can I get more into it? So I'm getting the location as underground civilization. This is coming through a lot. And also with the trauma of psychological or verbal abuse, this may be the reason why the loss of your partner was so heavy on you, because he was the only. So whoever this energy is, there's somebody that may still be in this lifetime looking for a passed on loved one. Somebody that may be in this lifetime is still waiting on a passed on loved one. Waiting on them, or the universe bringing them somebody that brings them or reminds them of this energy. And I feel like this energy is just like, I'm hearing a never-ending search. Never-ending search, because this person was one of a kind in your energy. So for somebody, there will be something with dealing with loss. Because again, the faith, just like here, nature worship, the faith is esoteric, right? With the faith being esoteric, this is giving me heavy universal energy, but like somebody that believes in nature, somebody that believes in the universe, somebody that reveres nature. And so this loss may have been like a blow to you, as in like, why me? Almost like feeling like you're God's favorite and then something happening to you, like I thought I was God's favorite, something of the sort. But this hurt because it's almost as if like this person in your life was some kind of not like a savior, but like a God sent to you. What else, Spirit? We have the location as Africa. The location as Africa and love as true love. Trauma is psychic wounding. Exactly, just like I said. The trauma here is psychic wounding. Basically, from this energy, this energy of being very in tune with the universe and nature, it's almost like you felt betrayed by the universe. Almost like you felt like the universe had betrayed you by taking your loved one away. And also another thing that's coming through, this may have been some kind of death that was like not very natural. We have another blank card out. Again, a lock to the Akashic. So with this blank card out on my Akashic lock card, this is giving me the energy, just like I was saying. There's something that maybe in this lifetime, if this particular part resonates with you, you are needing or are going to need to understand the reason why sometimes things you have to let go of certain things. Or basically understanding that everything comes in cycles. Nothing lasts forever, even the best things, right? And just like having a loved one, you lose people also when you lose things also, right? Because with the death, how this person died was through old age. Whoever this message is for, how you died was through old age, which means you may have literally like remained heartbroken for the rest of your life. You may have remained heartbroken for the rest of your life. And look, the lesson to be learned here is self-love. The lesson to be learned here is self-love. This makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense. What else do we need to know about this energy, Spirit? So we have accomplishment, and we have LGBT for love. LGBT for love, accomplishment, achiever, celebrity, competitor, failure, all rounded around achievement. In this lifetime, whoever this past life resonated with, in this lifetime, you may have some kind of like imbalance going on where it's easier to settle for, not settle, but easier to go for what feels much safer, less scarier, requires less commitment. Maybe because, again, this would be the one thing that you're able to achieve or accomplish. If you can't be with somebody that you love wholeheartedly, where you risk being heartbroken and dying alone, or being heartbroken from the loss of the person, then in reverse, as a karmic trait, you will settle with people that you don't have to like maybe commit to, right? And this would be all the achievement. It's like if I can just be with somebody, I will feel accomplished. If I can just be with somebody, I will feel accomplished. This is as a result of this past life energy of loss, this loss of a loved one. So we have outer body experience, astral experiences. This is a confirmation card. For somebody that this message pertains to, there's some kind of outer body experience or near-death experience that you may have had. And this near-death experience, you may have even seen this person, because we have between lives, astral experiences. This could have also been some kind of like astral projection and not like near-death experience, where you may have communicated with this person or may have seen this person. And it could be in the sense like, I don't know, you may have had some kind of experience or dream of somebody telling you it's okay. Like, don't cry, don't mourn my death, or don't cry for me. Like, I'm okay, it's okay, like move on with your life. Something like that. Oh, man. I was really excited to get these cards, but I'm telling you, it's making me sweat. I feel like my brain is like in overdrive. I've been feeling like my brain is in overdrive the whole day, as a matter of fact. There's so many different feelings, so many different energies I'm feeling just from the cards. Just a new energy, yes. So to cap off this particular energy, again, to confirm for some kind of like outer body experience, or some kind of like somebody revealing themselves to you, whether through a dream or whatever, or however it was, to tell you that it's okay, to tell you that it's okay, or not to keep mourning them, it's okay to continue to live your life, or it's okay to basically let it go. That will be it for somebody. All right. We have somebody else's past life up as an artist or a collector. And the identity was an older man, just like this older man here. The identity of an older man. What do we need to know about this artist or this professor? Professional artist. old age. Can I see into this past the blank? Okay. So the location is giving Central Europe. Central Europe. The faith is aboriginal, but also I'm picking up on this other one where the faith is secret. So this might be the reason why your faith was secret. If this was you in this past life, this would be the reason why the faith was secret. Because of this aboriginal identity that you have. So this is giving me like somebody trying to fit in. I'm getting like trying to fit in, trying to have a normal life. Identity was father. You were father to someone. And we have exiled, banishment, forced underground, shunned. This would explain why the faith is secret. So whoever this artist was, in this past life, whoever I'm speaking to, you were an artist, but something about you being exiled. And again, with the old Europe or late Europe, and you being an aboriginal, this might be the reason why you were exiled or shunned. And with the father identity coming up, this may have been your father that actually, exiled you or like banished you. Maybe you were banished for choosing to become an artist, or if you were banished for one thing or the other. But it's like this Europe side, or I don't know, mid Europe, this is where you ended up. Why? Can I get a why? Abandonment, ascetic. This has to do with faith also. You may have been banished because you stood on your faith. And again, this is the reason why faith is coming up as a secret, because you were already banished for it. So whoever I'm speaking to, in whatever past life this is, you were an artist and you were exiled or banished by your father specifically, or by some head of the family. And this is like your story, or this was like your story. And it looks like you moved on to become an artist in some part of Europe, where from there you kept your faith a secret. So I feel like in this life, part of the lesson would be basically to allow yourself to shine, or to allow yourself to take out any faith that you want, or to allow yourself to like fully, I don't know, jump into any faith that you want, because this is a different time, right? Because also as an artist is meant to be like a very free-spirited person, right? Somebody that has a sense of liberation. So if you were somebody that was banished, or somebody that was hindered because of your beliefs or what you believed in, it could be reflecting in this life as you not being very assertive. You might even be a very gifted painter or something of the sort, or a collector in this life, but you just don't paint, or don't do it, or don't create art because you just don't want to show it somehow. So you might be very secretive also in this life. But this is because when you were more free, or when you were more open about who you were banished. Basically, you were cast out for being yourself. Yeah, we have the card of being exposed, evaded, captured, swindled. So yeah, there's this heavy energy of like keeping things a secret or keeping things under wraps. So you may have had to like really live a secretive life in this past life. Whoever this message resonates with, you may have had to like really live like a very secretive life. How you had a very secretive life in the past. And so in this lifetime, you maybe have like issues being yourself, like issues like really like showing you who you are. Charity, benefactor, patron, header. Let me clarify if it's the same energy. Is it the same energy? Okay, no. Alright, let's put this aside and cut this. So to cut this particular energy, whoever this one resonates with, in the past life, you were some kind of, or maybe you were banished because you wanted to become an artist, if not for just because of your faith. But you ended up in Europe. In this life, you were a man, an artist, or became an artist in the end. However, couldn't really be yourself because of what happened, because you were exiled or banished for being yourself. So it's almost like you lived your whole life in secrecy, or you lived your whole life not really showing who you are. You lived your whole life not really being able to be your true self. And in this lifetime, there will be a need to express yourself even more, or there will be the need to like intentionally be open about who you are and intentionally allow yourself to be free. It's almost like you are going to need to be the one to liberate yourself. Again, the past life energies and the past life karmic energies that come, they come so that we know what we're dealing with and what to release, right? Like I had a past life where I drowned. So I have a phobia with water. It's like if I go into the ocean, like if I go into the sea, like deep into the sea, I begin to feel like my people are coming for me. All right. Oh, let me tackle this one first. All right. And then we have this energy. This for somebody in somebody's past life, you were some kind of a header, something to do with animals, animal lover. And we have benefactor and charity, some good Samaritan. Somebody may have given you something to change your life. Somebody may have given you something to change your life. Lesson forgiveness. Time frame early Middle Ages. Identity separated by distance and love. So with this energy, I'm getting, for this lifetime, somebody was some kind of a header. Animal lover, you may have like, again, header, seen to animals. Because this is like in the early Middle Ages, definitely a header. Somebody may have given you something. We have benefactor, charity. Somebody may have given you something, but again, with the love separated by distance, this may have taken you away. So maybe you may have been just a humble header. Somebody gave you something that changed your life, and this caused you to move away, but this also changed the trajectory of your life. Because under love, we have separated by distance. What else, Spirit? Why do we have this here? The lesson, we have power. And then under love also we have affair. So there's something here about power, or getting into power, coming into power. This may have been the start of like a whole new life. So whatever this thing was that this person gave you, or whoever this good Samaritan was, whatever they gave you was something very, very heavy. This thing changed your life. This changed your life. And with the power as the lesson, maybe the lesson was in the fact that once you came into this money, it's like you came into a certain level of power and you left everything behind. Because again, with the love and separated by distance, you left everything behind to start something new, or to put yourself in a position of feeling that power that you thought you had. I'm hearing humble beginnings. So for somebody in this lifetime, a lesson for you will be humble beginnings, and maybe appreciating your humble beginnings, or like allowing your humble beginnings. There's something about humble beginnings, remembering your humble beginnings. Remembering your humble beginnings. Maybe you have a tendency of like becoming unintentional when you come into something, like maybe if you got some money that you weren't expecting, or if you like, maybe if you had $1 million, you would, your whole life would, your lifestyle would change, your attitude would change, like your everything would change, right? So maybe this is something that is reflected in this current life energy, where there is a need to remain true to who you are. Like there's a need to remain true to yourself. There's a need to remain true to your core, whereby if something came to you, or if you were giving something, or if you received something, you don't just like change everything to try and suit a lifestyle that works for this. Okay. What else do we need to know? Revolution. Revolution. Let's see if this is the same energy or if this is a new energy. Old age death. Okay. This is a new energy. This is the energy of somebody that was some kind of like a revolution leader, war or uprising, involved in some kind of war and uprising. The location, we have stars. Location, stars. This is giving me starseed energy. Death of old age and the lesson of self-love. The lesson of self-love is giving me like putting a lot of energy into, like, for instance, this revolution, like raising a wall, when really the true war was inside. When really the true war was inside. Because again, with the stars as the location, and I'm getting this energy of like Star Wars. It's like whatever, there's somebody that was in the past life, he was some kind of like revolution leader involved in war and uprisings, but that's because you came from a place where maybe wars tore down your civilization. You came from a place where something specific tore down your civilization, and it's almost like this revolution was so that this wouldn't repeat, right? So this war energy, uprising, it's almost like you were the uprising and not the war. Revolution leader. And also we have on the side wealthy elite. Wealthy elite. So your revolution may have been against the wealthy elite, or your revolution may have been to, I guess, bring down the wealthy elite. Yeah. So it's like, I guess this would explain why, because again, with the Star Wars also, it's some, I don't know, people that felt like they were on top of whatever that they decided they were going to like start the wars and claim other territories for one reason or the other, and also because at some point they wanted to make this thing where everybody becomes one, and then there are the rulers and everything. But the thing is, we are all individual colonies, or we're all different civilizations, you understand? So yeah, something like that. So you in this, you may have actually come to this earth with the intention of becoming a revolution leader, or becoming some kind of leader, to become somebody that fights or protects people from the wicked, basically like the 1% that try to run the whole world into the ground. Under love, we have separated by distance. And under trauma, we have mental illness. Mental illness, I feel like this mental illness is as a result of who you truly were. Because I'm seeing something like flashbacks, but like a lot of flashbacks, almost like memories and nightmares of the old times, like memories and nightmares of that time from where you come from, those wars that you experienced. This may have been what brought about this mental trauma. Like, for instance, it's like I remember I had a few dreams about some of my past lives and how I died, right? And for some time, it became a phobia where I was really scared of certain things, and it became kind of like paranoia. And I started to like, like wonder about certain things, like, oh, what if? I had to really like pull myself together and allow myself to understand that that is an old energy. That is past life's energy. How I died is just something that I need to relive only once in order to clear out and not like relive again in this current lifetime. So this may have been what caused this mental illness, because I'm getting something like a lot of flashbacks or like dreams and nightmares, but these are like flashbacks of the different wars that you've been in or the different wars that you were in. What else, spirits? Sorry guys. I guess I finally yawned. We have the high priestess. High priestess, astrologer, gypsy, prophet. And I think this is quite clear. This is a new energy. So this one is being capped. And let's cap this one quickly. I feel like in this lifetime, if this particular card resonates with you, in this lifetime, there's a need to detach from past timelines or past lives. There's a need to detach from the energies of the past. Like, for instance, coming from this energy of warring and then coming into this lifetime to continue that, even though on a positive side, there will still be the need to release the energies from the past of being in this warring energy, being like feeling the need to go to war, this uprising, this revolution energy. But of course, a revolution is required if it's required. But I guess in this lifetime, maybe the reason why this is coming up now is because in this lifetime we're doing things differently. We're not protesting, we're not going to war, we're not doing any of those things. All right, and like I was saying with mine, like if you're getting phobias or if you're feeling triggered by some things, it might be because of the past life. These were some things that bothered you, or these are some things that you yourself experienced. And that's the reason why they are triggering you so much in this lifetime. All right, so this is the energy of a psychic. Somebody that in the past life you were a psychic or some kind of like astrologer or high priestess. Hold on, somehow, wait, where is it? Oh, it's gone. The Allen card almost came out. Oh, we have pound beauty, femme fatale, struggles with appearance, beauty, town beauty, but also prostitute. And again, not all the words pertain to this, but I feel like for somebody, you may have been called a prostitute, or you may have been branded a prostitute, or I'm getting Mary Magdalene. Is it Mary Magdalene? Yes. And I'm hearing the Magdalenes. So I don't know. With this, it's like whoever this is for, in the past life, you were some kind of prophetess, high priestess, but a very, very beautiful one at that. Considered a town beauty and later branded the town prostitute. Maybe because of the people that came to you, and I'm hearing like high caliber. You may have had like very high caliber people come to you to consult You may have like done work for high caliber people. And this would be one of the reasons why you were being branded a prostitute, because also there's femme fatale here. There's femme fatale. And I feel like this is quite a fitting energy for a psychic. This is giving me heavy Queen of Wands energy. Heavy Queen of Wands energy. What else, Spirit? Oh, I'm telling you guys, look, it says sorceress, sorcerer, magic. You were a magician, you were a sorceress, an alchemist in a past life. Whoever this is for, this is really coming in with the beauty. You were very stunning. You were like very alluring. There's something about your beauty. It's so ethereal. It's like it's a bit unusual, but very, I don't know. So let's just say unique. But yeah, you were a sorceress, gifted in the art of magic and alchemy. What else, Spirit? Oh my goodness. Well, look at that. The time frame says the age of Atlantis. The time frame says the age of Atlantis. The location says an island. I think we know we're talking about Atlantis here. So you may have been some kind of like, you may have been, well, what is coming, I'm getting, for somebody, you may have been like a high priestess in Atlantis. For somebody, you were a high priestess in Atlantis. What else? I feel like this should be on the other side. Wow. We have the other frame again, the other time frame, Age of Enlightenment. Age of Enlightenment. And I think when you look at the Age of Atlantis, like the time of Atlantis, you would say that was definitely the Age of Enlightenment. That was like a very high level of enlightenment in that time, right? And the lesson here is truth and discernment. Truth and discernment. And I'm getting a karmic energy behind this truth and discernment, right? So this would explain it if you were a priestess, or if you were a high priestess of Atlantis. With the truth and discernment, we know Atlantis went down because of their abuse of technology and also abuse of power, manipulation of power, manipulation of dark arts. So if you were a high priestess of Atlantis and you were involved in these things, that would explain why the lesson for you in this lifetime is what? Truth and discernment. Using your discernment and being truthful. So maybe you may have done certain jobs or certain things that your intuition was telling you maybe this is not right, but you weren't using your discernment. You weren't being truthful to the cause. You weren't being truthful to your calling. Because being a high priestess is not in service of yourself. And it's not in service of those that are not in service of others. Being a high priestess is basically being in service of the service. For a lack of better words, being a high priestess is like being in service of the service. Wow. So, oh, I almost forgot this one. We have air disaster, asteroid, plane crash, bomb, air disaster. And I feel like this also kind of explains into how your demise may have come about. Some kind of asteroid, some kind of bomb, something blowing up. Something like basically going like kaboom, it's the end. And this, I think you may have died in the rumbles of Atlantis. You may have gone down with something going down again, with like technology going out of hand. Something going out of hand. And this may have been how you basically died, right? But under the deck also we have executed. So for somebody, this might be for a few people. You may have been executed, but I feel like this execution would be if you were this person. So in like the first energy of the high priestess, this is somebody that you have reincarnated as a high priestess multiple times. You have reincarnated as a high priestess multiple times. And one of these times as a high priestess, you were basically the town beauty, a femme fatale who was later branded a prostitute because you were a powerful witch and also stunningly beautiful and also consulted many like high value people. And I'm getting especially men also. It's almost like men, a lot of men came to consult you, came for your consult. And somehow as a result, you were branded and you were executed. I know one of my past lives I was executed, not executed, but it's like I was murdered by the people of my own community. And in that lifetime I was a healer. I was a healer, I was a high priestess. But my main concern was to heal people. And then somehow I connected with the ruler of that community, and in the end, one thing led to the other, and the community basically kidnapped me and off me. So, yeah, whoever this particular lifetime resonates with, you've had multiple lifetimes as a what? As a high priestess. One of these lifetimes, you were executed for one reason or the other, which again, I believe is because you were branded unfairly. You were unjustly accused of something and executed. And in another, you were a high priestess of Atlantis who basically went down in some kind of rubble or crash, some kind of blow up. I feel like this is where I'm going to leave this. But then the last card we have on is warrior. And this comes as warrior with the Egyptian depiction of a warrior. And we have on it Ma'at and also Isis. This is going to resonate with somebody somehow, but I feel like I'm not going to get any deeper into this. Okay, this was a bit heavy. I feel like I was all over the place, but these were a lot of different energies. Some of them I didn't even pick up on the whole thing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our first past life readings. And I feel, I don't know, I feel tired. Let me check the chat quickly. Okay, so I feel like we need both darkness and light. Yes, we need both darkness and light. Both are very, very important. Like we need both. We need both. We must know when to use and embody our dark feminine energy in balance with our light. 100% spot on. Always under attack in every lifetime. We always under attack in every lifetime. In every lifetime, it's so constant. In every lifetime, somebody is attacking us for one reason or the other. Oh yes, that's so true. Star ancestors. That may have come through when the star was the location, when the star was the origin. I cut a line. Hi Lydia now. Mary Magdalene, you talking? Hello Mary, hello Magdalene, nice. And still is an alchemist in this life. Yes, unusual beauty never ages or ages, never ages, never ages. Just reincarnates. I love that. I love that. I love that. The Egyptian resonance. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Like, I don't know how this went. I honestly have no idea how it's, but I'm like, I'm so happy with these cards, and there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn, but I'm so, so grateful. Thank you guys for joining me on this live. And I don't know what you guys would like for us to do next. I'm still trying to figure out. I have more decks coming in. I have about 4 more decks that I'm expecting, but the shipping takes very long. And I'm excited to start to use the cosmic insights for our divine union readings. So I really, really hope this resonated with you guys, and CK, everything resonated. Oh, well, I'm grateful. I'm glad. And a lot resonated for me personally also, but again, that's just me. So a lot resonated with me, and I'm so, so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. I don't know who is on still, but I feel like I have a bit more juice left before it's sleep time, sleep time. It's currently 3:40 a.m. I feel like I can do like another 20 minutes. Yeah, yeah. I can do another 20 minutes before I go to bed. So let's hop on another live. I don't know what you guys would like for us to get into, but I want to use the Cosmic Insight deck, the Cosmic Insight deck. And this, I don't know, for some reason speaks a lot on divine unions or just unions. So I don't know. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next live. Sis, Starflame, thank you always as usual. Thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your time. A lot resonated. I'm glad. Loretta, I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Lydia from Trinidad. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I don't know why your name sounded familiar. Maybe it's because of the Trinidad. I don't know if you mentioned this from another time, but good to have you on live. And I'm about to jump into another one, so I will see you guys in the next live. Let me drop my last message, which of course is going to be blue heart, blue heart, blue heart. I love you guys.